Games like Pac-Man create great childhood memories, and games like Pac-Man will be at this year's Quiet Corner Sci-Fi and Comic Experience. Yet again, our arcade is back, and we're so excited for that. What we're also excited for is this year's sponsor of the arcade is Chubby Dog Coffee Company in Putnam. Joining us is Adam Rondo, the owner of Chubby Dog. And Adam, like I said, we're so excited to have you on board with us. We're here at Chubby Dog in Putnam, looking at your great arcades you have. You have some great tabletop games. What is the attraction here in Putnam that keeps people coming on back to Chubby Dog?
Well, I mean, you did just say pretty much everything there. It's all the games that we have here. I mean, the 2 arcade consoles here. We've got all the old video game consoles from my childhood, the N64, the Wii, the GameCube. It's all here. Our coffee obviously roasted on site, so who doesn't want to come down here for that? My just bubbly personality. It's just a great little vibe that Putnam's got going on right now, and we're so happy to be part of that. And part of this, the nerd community is big here. We have Nerd Night every Thursday, and this is our crowd. This is what we love. It's stuff that, like you said, childhood right there. Pac-Man, the hours I've wasted of my life just trying to get that stupid pretzel has been countless. So yeah, it's got to be what it is.
Now, normally I don't associate Mortal Kombat with a cup of latte. What made you decide to bring those two together?
All right, well, I know you want there to be this awesome backstory to it. The real backstory to it is that console right there is inexpensive and available. That's what it was. And I love Mortal Kombat and coffee, and I was like, they have to go well together. And they did. But I just saw that once and was like, Mortal Kombat, cool. Bought it, built it, there it is.
Now, it's nice. We have very similar arcade one-ups that are at our show at the Quiet Corner Sci-Fi and Comic Experience, so those will be there. This year, as we mentioned, Chubby Dog is going to be the sponsor of the arcade room, and so we're expecting to see some nice board games there. What are you hoping to get out of having these people see all the wonderful attractions that we're going to have at the Quiet Corner, and then being able to play some games that you're going to be providing?
Well, I'm hoping that everyone gets that nostalgia. I mean, obviously people didn't grow up in those games. Maybe they're not going to feel that, but it's nice, like even here, seeing like parents bring their kids in here now and we're like, oh, N64. I want that vibe, right? I want like whoever sees our stuff to get that feeling of like, remember GoldenEye? And then like all their friends go, bro, I hated playing with you because you always did this, which I'll also call that out. GoldenEye, I'll take anyone on. I'll destroy you. But that's what I want. I want that, like that nostalgia that video games give us, and then an opportunity for like, the younger people that have never played a GameCube or seen an N64 to be like, what is this dusty antique? Why does it have a cord on the controller? I want them to get that feeling of like, oh, this Zelda's like the coolest Zelda I've ever played ever. So yeah, hopefully we'll get that this year.
You guys are in a great spot. You're right here on Main Street in Putnam. And it's something that not only Putnam's needed, but all of Northeastern Connecticut, all of the entire Quiet Corner has needed a really good coffee house as well as a gaming center. Tell me about your gaming nights. You have gaming nights twice a week, if I'm not mistaken.
So we have one that's open, and so there is 2. On Tuesdays, we host a Smash Bros. Tournament here on the Switch. It is open to anyone. I forgot what they charge. I think it's like $10. But those guys it's insane. They do things in that game I didn't know were even a thing in Smash Bros. And then every Thursday night, it's just kind of open to the public. We just invite everyone to come in, play the games we have here, bring more. We got a huge Magic crowd here and a D&D crowd that comes in here. And then again, this space is always available. So like we have a group of D&D guys that come in here every other Sunday. They have a big campaign that goes on in the back. And it's just one of those things that I like the community. I know that, gamers and nerds, all we want to do is just hang out and play games. That's all we want to do. And, like, it takes me back to the days of the old LAN parties where, we're all bringing our Xboxes and these massive tube TVs over your friend's house so you can all play 16 people on Halo. Like, I miss that. I like that. And now with, online gaming so prevalent, this doesn't exist. You can't sit down and split screen with someone anymore. No one does that. So it's for me, that feeling of, hey, remember when? And then I just sit here and cry because it's not how life is anymore.
Well, I know you have a very competitive spirit. Having played you in Catan back in December, yeah. I know your competitive spirit. And that was a fun game. I never heard of Catan until I came to Chubby Dog. So there's a lot that you offer. Tell us about what you're offering on the beverage side of things.
The best coffee you'll ever have. We roast everything here. We have a huge machine in our cafe that we roast every single week on. A variety of coffees from all over the world, and obviously crafted and blended by us. We've been taste testing coffees for almost 2 years now, and we've dialed it in. I feel as somebody who lives on about 7 cups of espresso a day, I can attest that it does what it has to do. And then we, mix things up too, because not everyone likes coffee. So we have teas. Red Bull lemonades are super popular, especially with the gaming community, and some snacks and stuff like that. But yeah, we do the best coffee you'll ever have.
If you ever need a taste tester for your coffee, my camera guy right here, he's a coffee guy.
All right.
Like he wakes up intravenously with coffee running through his veins. So
isn't that normal? That's how we're supposed to wake up. I've never done anything else. So sometimes my wife's got to change the bag out while I'm sleeping just to make sure I actually get up.
Yeah, exactly. That's how he is. That's how he is. So I'm surprised his hand isn't any more shaky. I'm shaky just from standing here next to
That's a
him.
nice shoulder brace for it. It's making sure it makes up for that.
Exactly. So we're so excited to have the Chubby Dog joining us at the Quiet Corner Sci-Fi and Comic Experience. You're going to be able to enjoy the arcade area. The arcade area is free at our event. It is a general admission to get into the event, however. $10. You can get your tickets at theqcexperience.com or right here at Chubby Dog. The tickets will be available right at the front counter. Surprise, I don't know if you knew that. But
We talked about it. I forgot about it until just now, but we are going to do that. I'm here for it.
We have the tickets. He'll have the tickets. You'll have the tickets to the Quiet Corner Sci-Fi and Comic Experience, where you're going to be able to experience the experience at the Quiet Corner Sci-Fi and Comic Experience, starting right here at Chubby Dog in Putnam. Such a great place to be. Come on down, join us at the Quiet Corner Sci-Fi and Comic Experience, and then make your way just a few miles down here to Putnam and get yourself a wonderful coffee, sit and play an awesome board game, enjoy some Mortal Kombat, enjoy some Pac-Man. I was just doing really well before we rolled up the camera, so just saying, I might have to go back over there. That's what I'm going to do. We'll see you guys later.